Well, the State Library is more than just a place to go and read books. It's also a place to hear them. News 19's Chris Delkamp explains.
It was 30 years ago when Ann Humphreys first noticed something was going wrong with her vision.
This has happened since '87. It's just gradually gone down till it went to straw.
Until by 2011, she could only perceive light.
I can say the word now, I'm blind.
As you could imagine, being told you're going blind can be devastating, and learning to navigate the changes are harder still, losing the ability to drive or even walk down the street alone.
You have to learn to ask for help. I've learned, and that was a hard lesson, learn to ask for help and be proactive, to do what I can for myself, because there's a lot out there.
Thomas, he brought me home.
And one of those things is a program that comes out of the South Carolina State Library.
Please, at least.
And Ron Whitten, working tirelessly.
Stan had taught her
to make sure books can be heard when they can no longer be seen.
With our service, we cover South Carolina. If we didn't cover it, then it wouldn't be available through National Library Service for the blind patrons.
Books and monthly articles are put to digital. A few hours of recording here.
I went to West Ashley on a lead earlier.
A few hours of editing there. Many hours when it's all said and done until each project is ready to be sent out, free of charge.
They tell us what they like to read, and we try to put it in our computer system and send them what they like.
The reading is done completely by volunteers.
A tap sounded on her window.
Local author C. Hope Clark is just one of those.
I did not even know this service was out there, and the thought that somebody could have access to my books who couldn't ordinarily have access was just a perk for me. It was a way to give back. I thoroughly enjoy it.
The service has been around since 1973, and with over 80,000 titles, there are now over 6,000 people in South Carolina who use it.
The charge has 30 hours of charge.
People like Ann Humphreys, who see things now in just a little different way.
Sense of direction. I can feel the wind, the way the sun falls on me. I can judge the time that way. You have to have some common sense of humor.
And it's because programs like the audiobooks in the State Library that allow the visually impaired to enjoy some of the same things that most of us take for granted.
I have my speech on. It's kind of fast. Let me turn.
And there's even an app for that.
There's a whole world out there for people helping those of us who have lost our sight. Not our vision, lost our sight.
Well, as Chris mentioned, services are free to those who qualify. Applications can be found on the South Carolina State Library website.